Spent racks on my baby. She keeps saying that I'm crazy. Serve the shot like Serene.
Yo gang, it's your boy Nathan back again with another reaction video. Today we're going to be reacting to Ghetts. This one's an album reaction. The album is called On Purpose With Purpose. The album dropped today. I am a huge fan of Ghetts. Shout out to Ghetts. Let's just talk about the longevity regarding this man's career, because this man's been in the game since the very beginning. You know, the old school grime days where man are spitting off the Sony Ericsson, and he's still around in 2024 killing it. You know, still one of the best lyricists, if not the best lyricist within the UK. And you know what? Forget the UK. Like, in terms of, if we're talking skill with the pen, like, Ghetts is up there competing with all of those heavyweights that are in America for sure. This guy is fully goated. I just wanted to say congratulations in terms of like still being here and still putting out great music. But I did see Ghetts at Garage Nation in 2021, and like, you see me as someone that covers obviously music and covers artists and things like that, I don't always get crazy gas when I see people in public and things like that. But when I did see Ghetts at Garage Nation, like, I had to go up to him. I'll show you guys the footage here. Shout out to Ghetts, man. He had a lot of energy when I did see him, and you know, that put a smile on my face for sure, because he's one of those artists that man grew up listening to. You know, all of them freestyles, BBC One Extra freestyles that Ghetts has, Fire in the Boost, the movement, things like that. Like, man knows some of them freestyles word for word. When Ghetts released Momentum 2, like, I don't even like going to the gym. I still don't like going to the gym, but there was a time where I could only go to the gym and listen to Momentum 2 because that was the most gassiest music that could pull me through the whole session. So like, man don't even know the sort of effect that Ghetts has had on me personally. But yeah, man, this guy is a goal, and I'm just super excited that we get to, you know, listen to a new Ghetts album in 2024. By the way, guys, this is part 1. There will be a part 2 for this album reaction, don't worry. For anyone new to the my YouTube channel, like, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button, man. Like, we're coming with fire this year, non-stop fire. I always say when it comes to the album reactions, make sure you grab something that you need in order to, you know, enhance your sort of listening experience while you're with me, vibes into this album. And yeah, that's about it, man. Let's get into this reaction. Bam. Intro time, let's go. Wasn't it fine wine? That was the intro for Conflicts of Interest. Boy, let's see if we can do it again. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, man. Let's go.
I've been away for 2 years and a bit. I'm still sitting with these niggas too scared to admit. Somebody asked me why I don't live in Nurem anymore. I just had to move here, the view there was a myth. I'm just looking at my circle like, if I died now, could I really put my money on who's there for my kids?
No way.
Jigger, I thought you was a stand-up nigga till the op sent a shot and you was cheering for him. I'm at the age where my friendships are fragile. Glad I got a someone, I'm still agile. Last night you see a man in Mayfair. Next day it's daddy daycare, and death could only be the reason that daddy ain't there. I said go and have some children, maybe you'll chill them, or maybe you should focus on getting.
Maybe I said have children, maybe you will chill them. I Ghetts the wordplay. Like, I could pause it for every single punchline that he's come through already, but I don't want to, you know, make this a terrible listening experience for you guys. But boy, I'm trying to catch this. Trust me, trying to catch all the punchlines.
Until then, it's ironic boys having daughters made us real men, and all we want to do is protect, teach and shield them. See, now I got responsibilities, I'm having flashbacks, I'm being responsible for me. 38 with a 38, subtract 27, add 1, what a problem it can be. What's a life where death's the only promise you can keep? Gut feeling.
What's a life when death's the only promise that you can keep? Aye, nah, for sure though. For sure.
When all can speak, last night it was impossible to sleep. I used to worry about the robbers and the thieves, now I worry about the tax man. White Air Force and the money getting black man trying to stay clean. They got me listening to rappers my age, talking like they're in their fucking late teens. See, I'm a man that's always had a vision. Being broke made me make bad decisions.
Yeah.
What's a man with ambition and ammunition? And a mission, fuck planning permission. I'm the builder and the architect. I design it and build it. I just still need to carpet it. I was in the garage when I couldn't put a car in it. Now they asking where I've been. I was
still into garage when you couldn't put a car in it.
I just been behind the scenes, ghostwriting. There's still me behind the bar like the barman is. There's still me behind the bar on the Barberton. The bar king is still me behind half the marketing. I'm on this what's next pinnacle vibe. I swear I really want to let all the subliminal slide. I can't see I
swear I really want to let all the subliminal slide. Shut up, Ghetts, man. How many times I'm going to have to tell you to shut up? Hey. Intro. This is what you're coming with the intro. Like what? Because the last intro, Fine Wine, maybe it's not too early to do a comparison. This is elite. This is Ghetts at his best, and on Fine Wine, that was also Ghetts at his best. 2 elite intros. I've never finished this off. I know this is elite. This is.
Niggas in line, to put these niggas in line, so these niggas in line. Some of them boy that got me living in the edge, that make me killing them, see I make a living off of them. Granny could always see the villain in my friends, I still say free the brothers like the innocent men.
Granny could always see a villain in my...
I'm looking back at moments I should have cherished, the journey and the soldiers we buried. When Darren and Jordan got hitched, I had a 20 bag showing and then go to the wedding. I feel like I've got an album full of stories I really ain't supposed to be telling. I watched Nanny die slowly, I looked in her eyes and she was closer to heaven. Pronounced dead the same day I shot Proud Family. And a year after that, cancer tried kill auntie. I don't know if I'm strong or the pain's been on hold so long, I don't know what I'm going through exactly. I'm at an age where, man, I grew up with her having heart attacks. I used to worry about arrest but not a cardiac. I'm 2 years deep. I'm
at an age where, man, are having heart attacks. I'm worried about arrest but not cardiac.
Gym now, I just gave my brethren my starter pack. Right now you're in the line waiting on the roller coaster of emotions.
Yeah.
I'm still rolling with the punches. I only feel peaceful, I'm close.
Nothing but punches on this Ghetts.
Well, I manifested my life from a jail cell. Then I came home and put this whole thing in motion. But I was born with it, that's how long I've had talent. Only see how far I come when I check my bank balance, it's G.
Alright, talk your thing, Ghetto. And that was the intro from the new album On Purpose with Purpose. You know, Ghetts just had to start it off with a 10 out of 10 intro. We're going to move on to Mount Rushmore featuring Kano and Wretch 32. The title in itself is incredible. Let's see how the features come on this one. You know, Kano, Wretch, Ghetts, they're probably the 3 best lyricists within the UK on one track. This is about to be mad.
Mama, know you cringe when I make out like we was poor. Like I only had a meal or 2 when it's really 3 or 4. You my Donda West, my finish your core. Sons hardly live with that, but
he said you're my Donda West. I hear that. That's what she is to your career. Same, obviously it's your mum, but you know the same sort of impact Donda had on Kanye. Like that's a crazy thing to say. I like that.
More. Dad, I know you cringe when I make out like you weren't there. Like I only ever saw you Christmases and New Year. Men will be men, what I witness ain't too rare. You're still my nigga if you care. Yeah. Granny probably watching over me in disbelief. Disappointed in me every time she see me. You know the saying, practice makes perfect. Well, I'd be perfect if I practice what I preached. It was a lack of TLC that made me creep. It was a sister with a voice that made me weak. It was a child of destiny who made me free.
I'm catching it, don't worry, I'm catching it. I'm catching the TLC, the creep, the Destiny Child, freak, you get me? I'm catching it. We gotta let it slide, man. Ghetts is flowing.
You ever picked up roles just to analyze the forms? Have you ever played chess just to sacrifice the pawns? I've seen the devil in the flesh and tried to grab him by the horns. It's been death after death without having time to mourn. Have you ever been in hell when given paradise a thought and felt paralyzed when trying to push the man inside forward? Growing up, all my brothers wanted to be filthy rich. I went legit and got a sanitized fortune. I got brothers with spare time watching the clocks. I know trappers turn traders watching the stocks. Dumb bitches with smartphones as common as dogs. I see them gentrify the ends, demolish the blocks, and then televise events. You can watch me just.
You know what I really appreciate about the growth within Ghetts' music is just the era of grime died, innit? We have to all come to conclusion and admit that grime did eventually die, but for Ghetts to, you know, come with something refreshing and adapt to different types of beats, it just changed, innit? And he's had to make an adjustment. But the way that he's made an adjustment, you wouldn't even have thought that this is the same guy that was clashing like Bashy, for example, on Lord of the Mics for it. Like this guy's a genius, man.
Hard to recognize my friend when he forgot who he was. I said, how can I depend on any plot that's been lost? See, every night I just repent and pray God isn't gone. I'm from the bad block, shooting, stabbings, crack spots. Bro and them can't find a team or shoot the mascot. Pussies can't walk in my shoes, man, a Sasquatch. You ain't never bet on yourself and hit the jackpot.
Alright, real talk though. He said you ain't never bet on yourself and hit the jackpot, man. That's a gem right there, man. Put all your money into yourself, man. You're all in regarding yourself. I like that, man. Put an investment on yourself. Everyone wants to do the betting thing, but go bet on your life. You get what I'm saying? Because you don't know the sort of jackpot that you could be hitting.
Get my shoes, man, a Sasquatch. Yeah, never bet on yourself and hit the jackpot. Drop 60 on Jewels, this kettle can run. It's already tripled itself.
Alright, Kane, man's gonna have to run it back, man. I didn't even clock the voice straight away.
Drop 60 on Jewels, this kettle can run. It's already tripled itself. Shh, I grew up weird, who was there? A question never gets the truth, you dare. Talking in the station wasn't cool unless it's cool FM. Talking about the flavors, deja vu. When the coolest there, who knew that all this pain up in one room would make us fortunaires? So many artists backs the wall, it's like the Louvre in here. You can swim or you can snorkel here. Sinking ain't an option round this ruthless sphere.
Sinking ain't an option round this.
Grew up square, if you knock the turkey teeth out, bet the lawyers want a souvenirs. I got some readies in my pocket. Worked at Daniel Compton, got some skillies in my closet. Between Telly and the Torin, all you smell on me is profit. The only thing we're promised is we'll end up in a coffin. Hope you stood for something or fall for everything. Justin adjusting top freeze if I ain't blessing it. But the cred's legit, whoa, that's the vibes. Got you all in check like I was Buster in these prime. Shooters them on deck, but I ain't puffy in these shots.
Alright, Kano. Come on, man. This is unfair. This is unfair. It's unfair to even have this sort of lineup on a track. But like I said, these guys have had to adjust coming from that sort of grime era, but they're rapping on beats which are slower than grime. So imagine the sort of damage they were doing and carnage on them grime beats, but they're now rapping on slower beats. Do you know how much they're going to annihilate these beats / production? It's crazy. This is why I'm not even surprised that Ghetts is still like a fresh artist in the year 2024.
Witness my mother being a daughter weeping irises. Became a father after Nana closed her eyelids.
Became a father. Okay, shout out to Kano, because that's news to me, because I didn't even realize that Kano is a father. You get me? Congrats to him, man. That's just surprising for him to drop that on this track. That's it.
Days before my son, they didn't meet. After my mobile speech, I went to watch her asleep. They're heavenless.
This guy, why you take to reply to my messages? All this teenager shit got you moving insensitive. Yeah, they say I'm in my field, she's my sanity therapist. But until you have a daughter, you won't understand anything. Everyone can run the game from on the side of the pitch. Niggas trying to call the shots, I get you shot for a drink. If it's a doggy dog,
I said I get you shots for a drink, you know. Rich.
I go realer on you apes and put my hand on your chips. You ever seen badness in the form of a gift? A man will give a man a box so we can rob him for it. Originals made me know what being talented is. Now man, I'm getting paperwork to make it work in their favor. I'm out the game. It ain't about all of the times that I got to play. The real win was having the freedom to start again. The business is in profit and Green Machine is the name. I'm selling weed over the counter. I'm shotting ounces again.
Aye.
Full circle. I ain't blaming shit on my race. We can all hurdle. Went from being underground in my shell like a small turtle. Now I'm Michelangelo and I'm painting the color purple. Rain can make my mother retire, but that's a job in itself. She'd rather work herself to death than let me give her the world. Already saw the woman king watching you father the girls. So as long as I'm your prince, I give you diamonds and pearls. The Bible itself.
What is going on? There's too much bars for me to keep up with on this track. Like what is going on? There's way too much lyrics just flying into man's ears. It's way too hard for me to keep up with this. Rich Ghetts Kano, one tune.
Nothing in my life I withheld. They're living for the queen's head but wouldn't die for the tails. I'm giving all my team bread, forgot slides for myself. I really had to wear the trousers, had to tighten the belt. They say the fit in the verses, I'm Jada Kiss. I made a flip, selling Bobby Brown and Taylor Swift. I make him sing like I'm Ghetts with his greatest hits. Man, this ain't the last stop, but this is catering.
Fire! Gang, I've already listened to Double Standards. I haven't dropped a reaction. One of my listen, I can't say one of my favourite songs from the album, but I believe that is a 10 out of 10 song. The Sampha feature is incredible. I've listened to it already. We're gonna roll on to track 4, Anakin, Red Saber and Brackets. Let's go. Ghetts, no skip so far, man. I knew he was cooking another masterpiece. 2 years out after Conflict of Interest. He was always gonna come back with another great album.
I don't wanna go where I gotta tell man bring a piece. Trying to achieve in a piece, but I can't control my dogs with a leash. I feel stupid when I say free of my guys and they ain't been released. I know says 6, but I feel like I still live in East. I just want my flowers before you lot see me leave. If anyone asks what genre of music I make, say substance with a bit of grease.
If anybody asks what sort of genre or music I make, tell them substance with grease covered. It's facts though. You can't put artists like these in a bracket. Same with like Ghetts, Kano, Skepta. These men came from, I keep saying that, I know I'm repeating myself, but to come from that era and adjust to what's going on right now, like, remember, majority of the music that is popping right now, like, most of these artists aren't even rapping, you get what I'm saying? Like, this is why I was so, like, this is why I anticipated this album so much, and I said, no, I'm gonna do a reaction for Ghetts, because you know what? There's hardly any artists out there that's actually rapping within the rap genre, which sounds crazy. A lot of the stuff coming out of rap, you know, is more melodic stuff. It's not really focused on lyricism and things like that, or well put together songs. I don't really know what's going on in terms of the quality of music being put out, but when you still got artists like Ghetts that are still around, Kano, Wretch, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man's got to lock in, man, because I don't ever want the lyricism and things like that to leave rap. No way, because I don't know what the genre would look like with artists that are lyrical.
I know, man, that was over the moon when I underachieved. Mom made a week salary stretch. Extolled you, my bank accounts full of reality checks. I've done everything in a car room, apart from snitch or plead insanity yet.
No way.
Mom made a week salary stretch. Extolled you, my bank accounts full of reality checks.
Beat on this one's greasy. Absolute greasy.
I've done everything in a car room, apart from snitch or plead insanity yet. Done metal grey R6 and the 813 full throttle. When the man them link, his bike's faster with the usual quarrel. Man's best friend, your dog dead. I put my P on your dog's head before I bet my money on a grey on. Inherited postcode war, but we should be beefing the corporates.
The punchline, dogs, greyhound, it's just silly. At this point, it's silly. Everything about Ghetts, everything about the way he raps is silly. The pace in which he can rap at, the lyrics, it's just silly, man.
Got contract figures on, apart from snitch or plead insanity yet. Mom made a week salary stretch.
That was Anakin, Red Saber. Ghetts also delivered on that one, man. A lot of things, notable things that he said on that track. You know, talking about mum made a week salary stretch. Like, that's the sort of background that he came from, and he understands what money is now. You get me? Like, he was on the streets and things like that. But the way that he's changed around his career is incredible. One thing that also like really stuck out to me on that track was definitely the beat. The production sounded beautiful. I did say on the intro that like the production sounds polished once again, but it's nice to see that Ghetts is very consistent with back-to-back well put together albums. I'm talking very early because I've got a lot of faith in regards to Ghetts. I know that he's not going to disappoint. We're 4 tracks in, and everything sounds amazing so far. The next track is Blood on My Hands featuring Unknown T. Shout out to Unknown T. He dropped a project this year as well, and that was solid. Let's see what this is saying.
I've shown too much love. I paid too much homage. Don't let me prove I'm on it. The suits come tailored. The shoes come polished. The food comes flavored. I'll have a morning soup with a porridge. Catch a pagan in the school run traffic and jump on the roof and bonnets. I didn't play no instrument, but I made organs moving bodies.
Yeah.
When there's an incident, I make bad boy music from it. When me and I are getting intimate, I park fast so the coupe ain't spotted.
I can definitely hear gigs on it. Like, if you was to hide the feature list from the album or hide the track list and say which artist do you think Ghetts would have put on this track, I would probably go for Gigs. This sounds like a song that Gigs would definitely spin. But let's see how Unknown T comes on this one, because we know Unknown T's delivery / vocals in itself are fire. So I'm trying to see how he's going to be introduced to this track.
Different drugs, same buyer. Switched it up and named higher. Any stick higher up made fire. Blood on my hands, blood on my lips. Blood on my hands, blood on my lips. Blood on my lips.
Got blood on my hand, thing run him up quick. Yeah, airborne blood on the whip. I hate my mates ain't on the same page, don't make this an awkward trip.
He's saying we're on a drive and none of the man never even on what I've won. Can't be making this awkward, man. We gotta pattern up. That's sick, man.
No, when we pull up and burst off sticks. You don't know about running man down with a machine. I seen a man trip up and fold up quick. Then used to rock with a PR, but now I got a PR cause I got legit. In the work, can we be out? He's whole damn clip on the Oscar they're so damn slick. Listen, gang them never trust any bitch.
See that? Listen, ad lib, like that. Me, I had my head down, and all of a sudden I done this. I had to pause and like, yo, he needs to be locked in. He needs to be locked in. That ad lib's fire.
Off you up chicks. Black gal got black temptations. I might just fuck up his home with his miss. No games out here to the sun up. Tried to play runners, we're still gonna turn up. My man tryna call round the gang, negotiating back the pack to them shut up. If you ain't outside putting in work, then you got a cough up. Our shooters ain't got blood on their hands. Your nigga got caught, shut the fuck up. Blood on my hands, blood on my lips.
He's going back.
One of them's lacking respect.
Who?
Pray I find one of them lacking. A man get a lash in his head. Bang in the face. Slash in the neck. That one there is not deep enough. Splash in my
crazy
throat and a blade in my hand. I'm too bloodthirsty. If either I slide on my own or find out the hard way who's trustworthy. I just came back from the future, but I know what happened. I'm 2 months early. Smile all crocodile teeth, not one of them two come pearly. My God, every one of your lyrics are make believe. I'm surprised how many fans you've made believe. Mask on my face, it may be me. Not to your brethren's door with blood on your bare hands. I told bro I did a mad thing there by now.
Man, he gets to switched up his flow how many times on this one song? Fire.
I'm to where fam, them boy trying to retaliate before the tail lands. Can't spare man, they're just making them numbers. There's just one like a spare man.
Another fire song, man. That was Ghetts and Unknown T. Nice collaboration between the two. I mean, at first I was a little bit confused. As I said, I didn't know how Unknown T would approach it, but Unknown T did what he needed to do. And then Ghetts coming back after that and performing a sick verse after Unknown T's verse. Great track. Beat was fire. Matched the lyrics, you know, like the theme of that song was quite gritty and both of them were talking their thing, and that was probably the best sort of artist he could have got within that song, because everybody knows Unknown T is nothing but grease, innit? And that's what he always comes with. We're gonna go on to the next track, track 6, Stylish, featuring Lancey 4, one of my favorite rappers out right now. Shout out to Lancey, man. Nice to see that, you know, you're still working with big UK rappers, always showing a lot of respect to the UK, because he's collaborated with huge American artists so early into his career, but the fact that, you know, the OGs within the UK are still giving him the call up, Skepta, Ghetts. I'm intrigued to see who else he will be working with within the UK.
Silent killer, stylish nigga.
No skip so far as well.
Siren dipper, how do I look? I like the smell. Michael Filler, certified sinner.
Let's go, Lassie.
Find my dinner, eat with the killers. Yeah, blood in my cup. See how it spill out. Frank in the bank, in a white chinchilla. Take off my top. I'm in shape on the island ripper. Yeah, take off my top. I'm in a drop. Bimmer.
Back to back, Ghetts and Lancey. Aye, let me look in.
I'm in shape on the island ripper. Yeah, take off my top. I'm in a drop. Bimmer. Hop on the stage, hands going up like it's a. Hop on the stage, hands going up like it's a sticker. I tear up the wave, gun looking fake, but this ain't a rip-off. I tell for Ed, R.I.P., it's a rip-off. A man get a hollow tip in his brain, a man got a tip off. She want a swallow tip in a range, I'ma take a pit stop. Dream of doing rocket with my chains on, I'm official. Boldest ninja, creeping the coldest winter. Man don't just linger, gone with the wind, man go for the window.
Jacket, aye. You know how long I waited? That's the first time I jacked a song from this album. Everybody that probably has listened to this album would have jacked the intro in it. But, you know, like, it's Ghetts in it. So, like I told you, I'm not trying to pause. I'm not trying to make this an uncomfortable album reaction. I'm trying to make sure we vibes to it. There's not too many pauses. But, bro, how you switch the flow up like that? That's that Shellington Crescent type flow. You know what I mean. If you're a real Ghetts fan, you know what I mean, man. He's got so many pockets in which he can just body his tunes, man. It's scary. And this is Lancey rapping, man. Shout out to Lancey. I've been trying to tell people about Lancey as well. A lot of people look at him as like just another trap artist, but no, like this guy can rap. He does the melodic type music because that's what he's probably best at, but this guy can rap. I've seen it in his own catalogue and some of the songs that he's dropped. I'm gonna plug you guys with a fire song where you can hear Lancey rapping over like trap stuff, but he's actually rapping. Lancey Don't Talk, go check that out. Thank me later.
Boldest ninja, creeping the coldest winter. Man don't just linger, gone with the wind, man go for the window. Every bar is a motion picture.
Shelling.
The reborn nearly took off his hand and broke his finger. I don't pillow talk, I speak one language and no, now I ain't spoken pillar. I got a new school stepper, one little shout man for a room maker. Canada goose for this brutal weather. Been doing this thing since the Bluetooth era.
For sure.
Background Google checker. I'll put every one of them boy there in the sky and see who can mule better. Matter of fact, I'll do them better. Baseball bat or brand new wetter. I wanna see who shackle better. I wanna see.
Hey, jacket. A lot of people might find it disrespectful as well, but don't be fooled, man. There's so many songs I could have jacked, but Lancey and Ghetts back to back. Do you know how refreshing this is? This is something I've needed to listen to, man. I never knew I needed it this whole time in my life. I never knew this was a collaboration I needed, but oh my days, man, this is fire.
This thing since the Bluetooth era. Background Google checker. I'll put every one of them boy there in the sky and see who can mule
better.
Matter of fact, I'll do them better. Baseball bat or brand new wetter. I wanna see who shackle better. I wanna see who has done all the best. I put a new dust move on the ends. You only knew how to grind the nets. Fucking a bird, but I knew about set. Touching the curb with a bike and a press. Walk how I talk, a high consent. And live how I thought, I'm thinking again. This time I'm about to triple the ends. Take what's mine, that's again and again. You get this flash, you gon' give you a friend. You get this fly, don't try to reject. Give me some mind and hard to forget. I shine for life, as part they set. Silent killer, stylish nigga. The boys in blue, siren dipper. How do I look? I like this mirror. Michael Filler, certified sinner.
Action out of this world. Out of this world. Shout out to the producers on this album, man. If anybody knows, I always say, man, I always show love to the producers, but they're behind all of this magic, man. If anybody knows some of the producers on some of these songs, man, tag them below for sure. Ghetts, Lancey, what a song. We're gonna move it on to of course, Laps with Moonchild. I haven't heard that one. I'm gonna play Laps.
Run up the steps like Rocky Balboa. Run up the steps like Rocky Balboa. Run up the steps like Rocky Balboa.
You reckon she can top Mozambique?
Like Rocky Balboa. Tack, 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 tack. Grab a strap. That's a shorty, that's a 38. And that's a Mac, that's an up. No, it's not. That's a pack. There he goes running down, that's a lap. There he goes running down, that's a lap.
This is something that I'm here for. You see where artists collaborate with another artist that usually you wouldn't expect that sort of collaboration to happen, but then they continue to collaborate. That's really that's something that I really enjoy. So like, I know Kendrick Lamar works with an artist called Anna Wise, I believe her name is, and he worked with her on Good Kid, Mad City, then also worked with her on To Pimp a Butterfly. But this is like the same sort of thing where, you know, Ghetts usually might collaborate with like the typical person, like a Chip, you know, Rich, people like that. But in fact, he's included Moonchild, Sanelli, I don't even know how to say her name properly, sorry, but he's featured her on 2 of his albums now, and she's just coming through every single time, man. Shouts to her.
That's a lap.
Done a boy dirty, nice telling girls that we both know he's looking for Justin. Them boy there point fingers in court, they ain't looking for me, they're looking for justice. Look at the scoreboard, look at the numbers, look at the 4-4, look at the dumpers, look at the warlord, look how we come there. They fought the 5 carrier, let's see who's got stamina. W's only, I'm no El Gallagher. That one there, way too dirty.
W's only, I'm not no El Gallagher.
Prince in the hotel banister, slide round there with the Maggie, my brother. G-double-I-G on the valley, my brother. What have you done? You're just Malachi's runner. It's gonna be a lullaby summer when I run man down. Big 45 gun man down. Man dead before the body touched that ground. Fuck that, fuck guns, don't run that mouth.
Right.
14 stone with a 1 bang now. Name should have been calmer. Come back round, nowadays I'm calmer. Bun that down. If I'm going abroad, I'm suntan bound. If I'm going to 4, this 1 man down.
Grab a strap, that's a shorty, that's a 38.
This is a fantastic album so far. I like the fact that the cover correlates with the sort of production that we're hearing, the sort of lyrics that Ghetts are also coming with. You know, he's spitting with a lot of fire. You can hear it, man. And Ghetts naturally has that anyways, but I see the theme within this album is sick. I love when artists do this, man. Ghetts is one of the best to do it. He's coming back, man. He ain't gonna let this one run out.
Another MC get the 38 special get. I just come out the dressed in. Where's my man's edit went? I don't know about white collar crime. What's white collar crime? Man done it the turn man, pack turn man. Hold on, wait, I swear that's my man. If my man's there, then where's his right? And I don't care about my man's right and wise man's right and there in his side back. Rambo's twinning, Siamese sisters, silencer from Southeast Asia, Chinese whispers. I know I said twins, but there might be triplets.
You see that little stop in between the beat and then he caught it? There's those little things. I don't know if people look into things like that, but man, that's fire, man. Because he can easily catch it. You know how the way that gets raps. He can easily catch it.
I know I said sprint, man might see Linford. Quick off the mark, turn on man. Switch off a R, pull up, skirt, skid off a car, dig up a grave, bring up the past.
Grab a strap, that's a shorty, that's a 38, and that's a Mac.
Hey, another one, Laps featuring Moonchild, Sanally. Go check that out. That one dropped already. I didn't even know that he dropped that as a single, but I'm glad I didn't actually listen to it because now I'm obviously listening to it as an album. Like everything makes more sense when you listen to it as a project. The next song is Twin Sisters featuring Scraps. That's another heavy hitter from the album. However, I've already listened to that one, and when it did drop, I don't know if I even posted my album reaction. I had a little break from social media, so apologies, but I ran that in the whip plenty of times. So we're gonna move on to Mine featuring Shaka. Shout out to Shaka, but I haven't seen him in a minute or heard any new music from him. Sick artist, man. This one's called Mine.
One baddest, up to dead in the eyeball. You know you've been missed when the text says, hey big head. Who are you with? Withhold information unless they're witty. I ain't seen you in a minute. I would've shown you my album before, but now you can't get a preview till it's finished. I love seeing you in the flesh, raw death, let me come and meet you in the spirit. Arms open, you've been around since art broke, and you want a cup of tea too, don't spill it. We used to watch Freeview and Bill it.
Alright, let me catch that, man. I heard it. Because Heartbroker is one of my favourite songs. I had a feeling he's gonna slide T2 in somehow, and it went over my head. And I had to process it, you know what I'm saying?
Arms open, you've been around since art broke, and you want a cup of tea too, don't spill it.
You want a cup of tea too, don't spill it.
They wanna do Netflix and chill. We wanna do get rich and build.
Oh, of course.
We carry on watching the stocks while them girls are watching man's Richard Mill. Different still. Gucci don't mean loads of guap. I still ain't been no Nova Cuff, but 6 zeros are different mill.
I'm catching it. Aye, ghetto. I'm catching it. Gucci don't need more go up. Like, go up, Gucci made. Gucci, you know, they've had lots of scandalous sort of things that have been mentioned around their name. It's crazy.
So them girls are watching man's Richard Mill. Different still. Gucci don't mean loads of guap. I still ain't been no Nova Cuff, but 6 zeros are different mill.
Come see me, but you don't wanna come see me, but you don't wanna come see me, when it's yours. I need it, put it down when you come see me, but you don't wanna come see me, when it's yours. It's mine.
Who's hot, who's not? Who walk in the shop and choose a new drop? Who pull up in the summertime with the roof off? Who used to hide money in a nice shoebox? Who used to get sent shop?
Crazy. This will go off in the summer, man. This is definitely something I can see myself driving around blazing, man. This sounds like a great summer tune. You got Ghetts just doing what Ghetts does, and Shaka always calm and collective. Melodies very smooth on the chorus as always, man. Great link up.
Coupons, and the gal wanna know where I get the cutes from. Who's got a cutes account but soon gone? Who sponsored the lips, the batty and boo job? I got old school things with landlines, I got new school things on hold. I got man's favourite model on standby, but my usual things on loan. Man had a plan that backfired, now I got beautiful things on smoke. I said come see me, I ain't usually in but I'm home.
Come see me, but you don't wanna come see me, but you don't wanna come see me.
That was Mine featuring Shaka. Oh my days, the album is so fire. Yeah, we've covered pretty much half of the album so far. So yeah, that's it for part one. So far I'm speechless. Like, Ghetts just doing what Ghetts does. Not really surprised. I'm just kind of surprised that he's just done it again. It's another great album. Conflict of Interest, like I said, was one of the better albums to have dropped that year. I think that's definitely a UK rap classic album, in my opinion. And I mean, if this album carries on in terms of quality wise, I can't see why this one won't join Conflict of Interest, man. Like, yeah, man, big ups to Ghetts. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this part 1 album reaction. Let me know what you guys are enjoying, what songs you're enjoying, sorry. What's your favorite song from the album, what features you're enjoying, things like that. Let me know what you think on my reaction as well down below. But yeah, I can't wait to be back for part 2. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss part 2. It's your boy Nathan. I'm heading out.